Ooh. And then looking at your Twitter, on one of your replies, you said, "Yeah, I felt so off last night." What made you say that?
It was just a vibe.
Welcome back to the channel once again, fam. So, there are a lot of eyewitness testimonies and information, if you will, that's going around, and came across one that's relatively interesting right now. I don't think it's going to be anything that the majority of those that have any level of common sense aren't going to have probably kind of put two and two together on, but
what made you feel off? Like, what was offish? Like, just the arguments, or just like, was he really like lit? You know what I'm saying? Like, what was off?
Just everything. Like the argument, they kept arguing about the same thing all day, and it's just a vibe that they had.
Are you saying the vibes from the other people that you were not with, or just the vibe within your guys' group, or just the vibes of the other side?
Just everybody, because like I said earlier, like when they tried to leave after the pool table game, they kept like trying to get them back. No, just one more game. And like when we went outside, that's where they stopped them there and was like, they were trying to get them to come back in and gamble.
And that's when we heard the other guy mention basketball, and then Quavo says,
Quay walks outside in a yellow jacket, the yellow hoodie, follows us and say, "Hey, what's up with this one-on-one? Let's get one-on-one basketball shit. You trying to get some more money?" Quay was like, "Bro, what you talking about? Like, you just took money off of me." Because you can hear in the video, he said, "Y'all just took money. We can get that shit back." Yeah.
it's interesting in and of itself, although there is one little spot at the very last part of the clip that did kind of make me chuckle, kind of in a way that supports my whole concept of never believe 100% the first thing you hear, always keep an open mind, all that stuff that I always say, that I know y'all have heard me say 1,000 times. Yeah, there was one part at the very end of that clip, but basically the clip itself is just a young lady who's talking about how the vibe was off the whole night. And I can understand that, especially when, and I'm not saying that you can tell a lot from somebody by the way that they talk, because that's not always true, but she sounds like a relatively timid individual for the most part with the way that she's talking. So certain environments, if you will, are gonna seem a whole lot more hostile when you're not used to being in them. And if this is the case, if this is a little bit more timid individual, being around a bunch of ninjas shooting dice, that's gonna seem intimidating as hell. Trust me, I promise you, if I don't know nothing else, I know that. Don't ask. Anyway, although it's obvious that that's going to lead to a lot of tenseness, the real point that she's really making, though, is how even when everything was kind of dying down and everything was kind of moving outside, there were guys trying to bring everybody, or bring them anyway, back into the gambling, back into the distraction, all that good stuff. Because as guys talk about in another clip, and this is also fact.
Guys, bro will make you stay for hours. Hell when you playing with that. Like, don't understand dice game, bro. You take some money from in a dice game.
If you ain't got but a couple of guys, brothers, if you will, YouTube. If you ain't got but a couple of brothers shooting dice, that can last way longer than you would think that it would. And you definitely will go from a couple to a couple dozen if you in the right situation. So the whole thing snowballing, if you will, as far as there being a lot more people involved with the gambling side of it, that side I don't personally feel is just like breaking news by any means, because that's normal if you're from the hood. Like that happens every day. It's happening right now. It ain't even 10 o'clock yet. That's happening right now. So I don't know if that is really just mind-blowing. But what is mind-blowing to me is
In one of the text messages, you had said, "These guys around you, I don't trust. They had guns all on their seat and in their holsters. I want to make sure you make it back to me safe. I will sit behind you. It's chairs on the wall behind you. Too many girls." Like, why didn't you trust the guys around you guys?
Cause I just didn't trust their vibe. I don't, like I said, I'm not from Texas, so I don't really trust anybody. But especially like dudes I don't know.
And I'm like, come on, wait. You went out where you knew the Migos would be, and you don't even know how to say Quavo, and you say Quavo? That makes that sound kind of suspicious. But again, how many times have y'all heard me mispronounce somebody's name? So, nothing 100% solid, just some more logic building pieces. With the exception of the logic of how 14 ninjas can come out of nowhere when only 2 ninjas was shooting dice, because I ain't been able to figure that one out in my 34 years on this earth. So
I'm kind of like Takeoff, where I just be quiet and look around at people, and I can tell some people was like me mugging him and trying to get close to him at the same time.
So I see, like, in the messages, you told him that you were leaving or whatnot. At what point in time did you leave before everything escalated?
So I left after the first argument because they kept arguing with each other. So I don't like that shit. So like, I left after that, and then he told me to come back. So at the end is when I came back.
So can you tell me where you were when the first argument took place, and can you tell me what they were arguing about?
The first time it was at the pool table.
They were just arguing about, I guess, the money, or somebody just turned somebody, or like what was going on?
I think it was like somebody thought somebody else was cheating, and how they were betting wrong and getting caught cheating, betting too much, stuff like that.
So somebody brought up cheating. Were they just talking about the dice? Is something wrong with the dice? Is that what somebody said?
No, not about the dice. It was more of like cheating on like bets.
When you say cheating on bets, you mean like what you mean by that? You know, because like if I say I'm cheating on a bet, right? If I say somebody cheating on a bet, I would be saying like they slick betting, right? They'll be saying bet the dice roll like for instance, for example, saying bet the dice roll at 8, you know what I mean? And the dice roll a actual number. No, I mean both of the dice, you know what I'm saying? Was it something like that situation?
Yeah, I don't really know how to play the game, so I wasn't really sure, but I think it was what you said, like they called out the wrong number when an actual number, different number rolled.
So how long was you there? Like, was you there the whole night, the entire night, half the night? Was you there at all?
Yeah, so I was there the whole night, but I wasn't with Takeoff the whole night. I left to the bathroom sometimes and I came back, but I was there the whole night.
So, like, you see, like, the famous, well, I ain't want to say famous, but the most publicized situation, leading up to the incident and all that, like when the incident went down, where was you at then?
I was off to the side, like I was outside when they were arguing, but outside the doors there, but I wasn't like in that crowd. I was off to the side.
Ah, okay. So you was actually there, right there. Okay.
If somebody can make sense of that, please do. Beyond that, let me know what you guys think down in the comments section on what she's saying. Like, is it mind-blowing to you that everybody wanted to, like, no, let's keep on going, let's keep going. You snatch them out of my pocket, I'm gonna try to get it back too. Does that seem awkward to y'all, or does that seem like it does to me, and it just seems kind of obvious that it was gonna go down that route regardless? Let me know what you think. Or if you think that was the biggest part of what led to Takeoff being taken, let me know that too. But do remember, don't just say it, provide just a little bit of insight. You ain't got to give facts, obviously, you weren't there, but do a little bit more than just hit the surface, because otherwise you're just repeating what you've heard, and we don't want that, do we? Oh, I'm looking at a certain somebody in the comments. Don't worry, they know who they are. I'm gonna keep coming at you, because you keep coming for me. Nah, I'm just playing. Or am I? Anyway, we out of here. We've been Dirt TV Celebrity Media. You guys have been great as always. Keep it locked in for the latest stories, the latest breaking news, and the latest updates. And if you're enjoying what we're bringing you, make sure that you take just a couple of seconds of your time to smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, and ring-a-ding-ding that bell so that you too can stay up to date with the latest and greatest, because that's all we got for you, baby. And with that, be safe at all times. Until next time, and we'll see you then. Peace.